We have Noah in Oregon. Pronouns are he, him, and he's got a question. So welcome, Noah.
How's it going, Matt? Yeah, I just need a clarification on something. To be absolutely clear here, I'm waning towards to be an agnostic thanks to your show, watching Christopher Hitchens, Bart Ehrman, and reading the Bible and contradictions. I needed
that'll do it.
Clear. Yeah, I know. I needed to get a clarification on. Somebody had asked you because in the view of atheism, it's morals are subjective, and looking around the world, it's obvious. But somebody had asked you that, slavery back then, let's leave God out of it, because, I mean, the Sumerians, the Egyptians, all of them in their secular society, they did do slavery, and you said it would still be wrong today. My question is, before you get crazy thinking I'm advocating, because I think slavery is wrong too, is what are you basing that off? Are you saying by today's standards of a secular society it was wrong?
Yeah, and what I'm saying, wrong? No, I'm saying that it is wrong by today's standards, but also the standards they were using are wrong. We've learned more. So my view of morality is that it is rooted in well-being. I used a different language before Sam Harris decided with well-being, but I'll just go with it because it's easier. And so the subjective part is there's nothing imperative that anyone consider well-being a foundation for morality. That is a subjective, not arbitrary, but a subjective decision. And it's a smart one, because everything that I think we've ever talked about with regard to morality ties to well-being. So that's the foundation that I use. And it is objectively true, because you can, hang on, it is subjective that we have that foundation. But once you have that foundation, you can make objective assessments about it. So, for example, if I just arbitrarily decided that death is preferable to life, then I can make objective assessments about the consequences of actions to say, how does this compare to the goal of ending life? And that just becomes factual. So the criteria for morality that I have, which is consistent with others, of well-being, shows that owning people as property is wrong, and was always wrong, even though they didn't recognize it because they had a different foundation.
Right. And it has to be subjective, because obviously, if we have societies in 60 years, they can look back on us and say, look at how grossly immoral they were.
Sure. We are going to be wrong about some things, but that's one of the things about understanding morality, is that the more we know and learn about the world, the better understanding we have about how to get better at getting better. It's not like it's not like on the whole we're getting more immoral, or getting stupider about morals.
More moral. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I just need a clarification on that, because I guess the way it was worded, it sounded like there was objective morals. And looking around the world, and you even said yourself in one of your shows that even God as a being is subjective. So, and you had a good point. But looking around the world, if there was one objective moral lawgiver, we would have the same morals given in every culture, but we don't see that. So that's why I need a clarification on the way you worded it, because it sounded like there was objectivity. That's all I was asking.
Okay. Yeah. The only part that's objective is everything after the foundation. Once you decide, when I talk about morality, I mean this well-being, and there's a lot of defining that has to go on in there, but it's like the reason I use chess as an example. We made the game up. There's nothing in the universe that necessitated chess to exist. But once it does exist, we can objectively, non-subjectively, evaluate positions and strategies towards either winning or hopefully not losing the game. And that's the part. So the objective assessments can be made, but the rules of chess were ultimately subjective.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And I guess that's really what I needed clarification on, honestly.
Awesome. Well, thanks for calling, Noah. I'm glad I could help.
Yeah. Thank you, Matt. And the other, I didn't get his name, but thank you guys.
The other guy. Captain DadPool.
Don't worry about me. I'm not important.
Look him up on TikTok. Thanks so much, Noah.
Yeah, thank you guys.